Good evening, all. Can anybody give a short explanation? What's the mudra we were practicing the past week and what's the previous class consolidation? Can anybody explain? Which is the practical mudra we were doing the last week?
Hey, Mama.
I think I have unmuted Divya ma'am. Divya ma'am, can you explain?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everybody. What we have been doing in past 6 classes is we are looking at one by one the elements. So last week what we saw was the Akash element. So to start with, we discussed about Vayu Mudra of the previous week. Then we started with the Akash element. So the basic characteristics of Akasha is more confined to the metaphysical body more than the physical body itself. The Akash element, because of this nature, is more related to the psychiatric or the psychological problems or wellness of the person. So because of this, we can see that the anxiety or depression are all related to the Akash element in the body. So the ringing sound in the ear or the deafness of the ear is all related to the Akash element in the body. Similarly, because this Akash element has this nature of being in a pendulum nature where it goes high and also after that low, again high, so it keeps doing like that. Because of that, the nature of the person also keeps swinging like that. So in women, the Akash element is the one which is also related for the balance in the menstrual cycle, and decrease in the Akash element would cause scanty menstruation, and increase in the same will cause high and lumpy menstruation thing. And while doing Akash element, we should always be doing only the balance of it. Unless it is being suggested by the doctor, we should not do the decrease of the Akash element or increase of the Akash element. And while doing balancing also, all the required rules that have been mentioned generally for the mudras must be taken care, and it should be done in a very careful manner. So we should not be doing this in a standing or walking position, always to be done only in sitting position for 5 to 10 minutes max per day, and has to be done only before food or in an empty stomach only. And should not be done in one hand also, like other mudras. You should not take it so lightly. And for reducing Akash element, we can the mudra is Shunya mudra, but one should not do without the suggestion from the doctor, as mentioned. For increasing, if at all one has to increase, that also should not be done, because if we try to increase the Akash element, then it will lead to aggravated behaviors and extreme cases, like then they will become people who are roaming on the roads. Psychiatric kind of mentality will come. Then we discussed about the Dasavayu in the body, which out of which 5 are related to the mind and 5 are related to the physical body. So and we also discussed how each of this can be done, and that was the combination of 2 fingers combined together. That is what we started in the last class. And we also discussed about Apana Mudra, which is the downward force acting in the body. So the Apana Mudra is responsible for all the actions which are related to the downward movement of the things. For example, the tears, then the digestion system, urination, stools, delivery of the baby, menstrual flow. So any kind of blockage in this, the downward path functions of the body could be cured using Apana Mudra. And this is also helpful in fixing kidney stones, piles, pain in piles, and it will not work for fissures. It will work only for piles. And for urine flow problems, scanty menstrual cycle, for all this we can do Apana Mudra. Then last week homework, we decided we will do Vayu Mudra for 10 minutes, followed by Apana Mudra for 20 minutes. After that, we also had a short, quick discussion about the Prana Mudra, which we will, ma'am said that we will look into this week or next week. So that we did the initial, just a quick glance of Prana Mudra, how it can be useful as a self-healer kind of a functionality it can do. That is what we did in the last class.
Okay. Really applause to Divya ma'am. So very clear and consolidated review of the past, not only one session, you have given the past 2 sessions clear review.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Nanda, still many people have to come. I think the time is already 7:45.
Yes, ma'am.
7:40. Can we take another 5 minutes? Anybody having doubts or any not doubts, any Apana Mudra you have did for past 1 week? So anything to convey, you can raise your hand. Just 1 or 2 people can do that.
Yes, ma'am. Venkat Ramanan, sir.
Yes. Good evening, madam.
Good evening,
You
sir.
are telling, you are telling you will explain next class why left hand is more flexible than right hand.
Yes, yes.
That's
Not
a
only
very, yes,
yes, that's a very important part we are going to discuss in this class. Not only left hand is very flexible than right hand. It's for you, for each and everybody it will change. For somebody, the left hand will be more flexible. For somebody, the right hand will be more flexible. So today we are going to see the interesting fact. First of all, we are going to see that interesting fact between the imbalance between our body parts. So then we can move into the subject, because the base of prana, the base prana is based on this theory.
Neelima Patel, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
You had asked me to do Prana Mudra because I had lots of yawning. So
Okay.
actually, I was doing along with Vayu Mudra and Apan Mudra.
Okay.
But with Pran Mudra, after 15 minutes initially, I used to start yawning. And since yesterday, it is after 12 minutes only I'm starting yawning. But yes, it is keeping my, activity a little up. So I am like quite alert throughout the day.
Okay.
And I mean, my activity has definitely increased, but I didn't understand why the yawning is so much.
So you need more prana. What's the reason for yawning is, if the pranic load to your brain is getting low, you get yawning.
Okay.
So it means that still more prana has to be pushed up or pumped up into your brain. So you just continue doing prana mudra.
Okay, but after 15 minutes, I get all tingling, numbness, pins and needle in all these 3 fingers, index finger, middle finger, and thumb. Why is that? I mean, it's
That means already your vayu is not under control. So while practically doing these mudras, after our class, we will be practically following these mudras. The detoxification mudras for a month time or 28 days. And then next prana and abana mudra for the next month, for next 1 month or 40 days, 1 mandala. So while doing in this for for treating ourselves or balancing our body from all the balancing of the Panchapudas, while doing these mudras in a schedule, you will surely get rid of this tingling sensation in the fingers, and also this heavy yawning, or somebody is telling I am having even after doing Apana Mudra, I am having burping. So all these symptoms will be getting reduced if you start to do Vayu Mudra for a very long time in the day. I
Okay.
think my voice is clear. Is my voice breaking?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am, it is clear.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And earlier I used to have lots of burping also, but after doing the mudras, it has stopped completely. Like otherwise, wherever I used to touch, so I used to get burps. So that has completely stopped after starting doing all the mudras.
Yes, yes. You just continue. It's all practical. Now we are doing just a trial, not even fully saying practical. You are trying with each and every mudra, how this mudra works to our body, what is it, what's the reaction I am getting by doing each and every mudra. So now we are just experimenting our body with the mudra, how it is responding. After the scheduled class, after this class, you will be given a schedule how to do the mudra. It's the last session. In the 10th session, you will get the schedule of doing the mudra. It's very important. So after that, if you start the schedule, then everything will be going clear. So most of the persons in the session, when it's getting very long session, 16 sessions. So within that time period, they will be cleared of most of the disorders in their body, because they will be doing a mudra for 2 weeks duration. Now we are doing each and every mudra for 1 week or 2 mudras per week. So after this, we will be going into a schedule, or we will be conducting a schedule of doing mudras also if needed. While doing the mudras in the schedule, you will not get like this. So Apana Vayu Mudra we will have done for days together, so that the Vayu in your body will be balanced. Then we will be going for this Apana Mudra and Prana Mudra, and you will not get any tingling sensation.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, I think we can enter into the session. And great evening, everybody. So Davaselvan sir has reminded us with a very important thing, with the prana. What is called prana? So what does this prana mudra do in our body? This prana is nothing but a life force. Everybody knows the word prana. The word prana means life force. Yes, life energy, life force. So some energy is running in our whole body, which is invisible. Can we see prana? Means no, we can't see prana. And can we feel the prana? Means we can feel prana. And if you have a break or block in the prana, it is called a disease. It's a very big concept, great concept, by which in our hospital we diagnose the diseases and disorders. So the block or break in the prana, the block or break in the prana, or a stagnation of prana in any part of our body, is the root cause of all the diseases and disorders. So if the prana is getting blocked in my head, right side of our head, my head, if the prana is getting blocked or stagnated in the right side of my head, I get migraine in the right side. If the prana is getting blocked near my nose, I am getting a nasal polyp. If the prana is getting blocked in my throat level, I am getting thyroid. If the prana is getting locked in the level of your lower abdomen, or Swadhisthana chakra, what will happen is it will make you have all the disorders like PCOD, infertility, low sperm count. If you have a block of prana in your level of the heart chakra or chest, you will be having heart attack or heart block will happen. So, an energy is running throughout all our body. This energy is running in the form of a rotation from bottom to top and top to bottom, like that. It is fully, completely running all through our body. This is called pranic energy. This is called prana. So this running energy, like a flow of water, if the flow of water is cut down or stopped in a place, if the flow of water is getting stagnant in a place, what will happen? If you assume a river, the river has very fresh water moving, and when your pranic load or the water in the river is getting a low flow, the flow is very slow, what will happen is the water will become impure. The purity of the water will be low. And when the water is getting stagnant in a place, the water is not flowing and getting stagnant in the place, the stagnant water, it will create all the impurities will be more, and all type of microorganisms will be more. The stagnant water will be getting contaminated more and more. So, like that, our body has a flow of pranic energy all over. As most of the people here are healers, you would have clearly known about this concept. In our hospital, we are diagnosing a method by pulse. We see pulse and diagnosis diseases and disorders, and we don't ask the patient what is happening to you. Just we tell what are the ailments you are having. So the method is by predicting the blockage in the pranic flow in our body. So we can easily say if the block is in the lower abdomen part, we can say you are having PCOD. If it is male, infertility. If the block is in the heart level, you can surely say you are having a heart block. If the block is each and every place where the block is, the ailment is confined to that place. So there are also methods to particularly find out the ailment, what it is. If it is confined to the neck, then we have to see whether it is in the back side of the neck or front of the neck or inside the neck, so that we are going to diagnose whether it is cervical spondylosis or thyroid or throat pain. So yes, we are doing that method through pulse. We can find the prana stagnation. In our hospital, we are following this special method for more than 14 years. So the block in the prana circulation in our body is the cause for all the ailments in our body. So when it gets blocked, when the pranic flow is getting blocked, so it is directly related to mind also. What type of emotions you are having, that decides the place where the pranic load or prana is getting blocked in your body. So when the prana is getting blocked, the disease is caused. And a very interesting fact that the pranic flow in your body is related to the breath in your nostrils. The breath in your nostril is directly related to the pranic flow in your body. So everybody from the first session itself were asking why I can do a mudra perfectly in one hand and not perfectly in another hand. It may vary from person to person. Somebody will be able to do all the mudras perfectly in the right hand, and all the mudras will not be correctly coming in the left hand. Why so? It may be the thing may change also. Somebody will be getting perfectly in the right hand and somebody may be getting perfectly in the left hand. So what's the reason behind this? What's the secret behind this is, we all people have a breathing pattern. So in the Siddha, it is explained on the basis of the breathing pattern. As a healers, everybody know it's yin yang, sun and the moon. So the character sun and the character moon, Shivam or Shakti, it is called sun or moon. Yin yang in acupuncture or acupressure theories, Chinese theory, they call this yin yang. And in Siddha theory, they call as Idagala and Pingala. So this Idagala and Pingala, when you get up early in the morning, or even though you are sleeping, the breath will be starting from 5 o'clock. From 5 o'clock, it will be starting and changing from right nostril and left nostril. 2 hours, it will be running in the right nostril. And for next 2 hours, it will be running in the left nostril. For every 2 hours, your breath will be changing from one nostril to another nostril, which most of the people are not noticing. So whole lifetime you are breathing in this pattern. 2 hours in the right nostril and 2 hours in the left nostril. And the 2 hours when you are breathing in the right nostril, which represents the sun, right nostril, which represents the sun or male part. What will happen? You will have a thought process or a mind process, or you will have a mannerism or a thinking process which is very strong, like a male. It is explained as a male. You don't think there are not soft male. Don't think like that. It is a part of the sun. It will be very hot. It will be very strong. It will not be completely with emotional. It is completely intellectual. So when the breathing is getting into the left, you will be becoming very soft. You will be able to receive anything from anybody. You will be very tender, emotional. So when the breath is going in the right nostril, you are able to do very hard work. Fighting, shouting, hard work. If you start noticing your breath when you are shouting or fighting, or when you are doing a very hard work, very hard physical work, or when you are teaching anybody, or when you are having a dominance over any other people, your right nostril breath will be flowing. And in reverse, when your left nostril breath is flowing, you will be very calm. You will be doing a long-standing work, continuous long-standing work, quite emotional, poetic, lovable. So it's so cool, like a moon, the character of the moon. So this happens 2 hours once. 2 hours you will be in the yin, and 2 hours yang character. 2 hours yin character and 2 hours yang character. In this Idagala and Pingala, 2 hours changing Idagala and Pingala, there are also changes, alterations. The 5 elements will be running in this. Within this 2 hours, the 5 elements will be running this. According to that, your character, your thinking, everything will be changed. When one nostril is getting converted into the next nostril, there will be some minutes. some seconds in which both the nostril breath will be there. So both the nostril breath represents Sushmna or Sulimunai. We call it Sulimunai in Tamil, and Sushna Nadi in Sanskrit. While learning or studying, you must be receptible to whom you are learning from. So when you are learning, if you are having a left nostril breathing when you are learning, so you will be having a very complete learning. You can uptake all the things you are given. And if you are learning with the right nostril, what will happen is you will be having too many doubts and questioning. Oh, can I believe that? Is that true or not? Why are they saying like that? So many questions will be arising. So when you are saying when you are taking a practical, when you are taking a class before this online sessions, we were taking a direct mudra sessions. So in the direct mudra sessions, just when we see everybody, for example, 100 people are sitting in the hall. So when you have a view of everybody, we can clearly segregate people who are really learning and segregate people who are keeping on questioning and thinking whether it is correct. What they are saying is correct or not. Why I have to believe that? So like that things happens in the right or Pingala Nadi. Yes, doubts will be on in the Pingala Nadi. So this is happening all around the day. To us, once everything is changing. So by birth also, you will be having one part strong and one part weak. If your right part is very strong, if you are very strong in your right part, what will happen is you will be dominating kind of person. Whether you may be a male or female, you will be a dominating kind of person. You will not be so emotional. You will be highly calculative type of person. You are very comfortable with the hard works. When by birth, if you are very strong in your left side or Idagala, when you are very strong in your left side or Idagala, what will happen? You will be such an emotional person, poetic, so calm, cool. And the sun and the moon, as it is in the universe, as the sun and the moon are altered daytime sun and nighttime moon. 12 hours, 24 hours. So it is moving in this way and that way. Like that in our body, each 2 hours, you are experiencing the sun 2 hours and the moon 2 hours. So Pingala is yin or yang. Okay. Yang is sun. And I think you know very better than myself. So I have not locked into that words in yang. So yang is the part called sun, and yin is a femininity or moon. Yin is a femininity or moon or cool part yin. And yang is the sun or the male part. So If you do this prana mudra, you can now diagnose whether you are a yin personality or yang personality by nature, by birth. By birth, when the time when the sperm and the egg are saying very clearly, when the male and the female part are in intercourse, the breath of our parent decides which part of us to be strong. Everybody in nature will have yin or yang strong. If you want to find whether what is strong in you, who are you? What is your personality? Yin strong personality or yang strong personality? If you start doing not only prana mudra, for every mudra, in one hand it will come very clearly, and in other hand you will not get that very good. So in which hand you are getting the mudra very clearly is your dominating part by nature. You can find whether you are a yin personality or yang personality, or Idagala personality or Pingala personality, or a sun personality or moon personality. So everybody will be complaining from the first day class itself. Everybody is asking why in one hand it's very good and in another hand I can't even perform any mudra. The reason is the one part of your body is acting very strong, in other part is not so strong. And the word yog even represents, the word yog just represents the combination of these two, yin and yang. That's a mudra called Hakini mudra, in which this both yin and yang is balanced. So your right and the left brain will be getting balanced. So right and the left side will be getting balanced. The right side is very strong. You will be a very strong business personality. You will be dominating, ruling in the world beyond your home. And when you come to your home, you can't even express your love, or you can't even be very soft and lovable with your family. So when you have an imbalance, everybody is having imbalance, and somebody is too emotional. So yin personalities, they are too emotional. They are even betrayed by a small child. So when the for yin personality, when the yin part is very high, they are very lovable, emotional, but they are not able to do hard work. They are not able to excel in a field. They will be very smooth and soft, lovable family personality. So always we must have a balance between the two. The word yoga or yoga means the balance between the right and the left, or yin and the yang, or Idagala and the Pingala. So this balance keeps us psychologically, this balance keeps us very good. So a person who is excelling in the business outside the doors, outside the home, will be a lovable person in the home also. So if he is able to balance his yang and also yin, and a lovable person in the home can also excel in the outer field. If both the hands are perfect, the thing is you have a very clear balance over your yin and yang. You can balance over both. Very rare persons have this both things balanced, or otherwise you can make it balanced. Yes, there's a combination of yin and yang. It's called Sukshma. It happens for some time when the breath changes from the right nostril to the left nostril. It will flow into both the nostrils for a few seconds. Then it will change into the other. So you can have a clear balance between the two also. Even if you are born with a particular personality, yin personality or yang personality, you can also develop your other side normal by this simple prana mudra. If you are not getting prana mudra in one of your hand, if you start doing the prana mudra and making it perfect in both your hands, what will happen is you will be equally flowing of charges in both of your yin yang. Both of the part of your body will be getting equally charges flowing, so that you will be having excellent balance over this. Okay, I think we have gone too much apart from subject. Anyway, we can come into the subject once again. Yes, Surya Nadi, Chandra Nadi. It is called Idagala and Pingala and Yin, Yon, Sun, Moon, male, female, Shiva, Shakti, everything. This Ardhanarishwara, the image of Ardhanarishwara explains this yin and yang, Idagala and Pingala, Chandra Nadi or Surya Nadi. Okay. Always we have a special session for this yin yang or this Idagala and Pingala. That's related to breath. It's a very interesting subject. Apart from this, it's a very clear and interesting subject which has to be learned for some days separately. Okay, now we can come into this prana mudra. And don't worry, this is not a new thing. You can understand the basic of this prana mudra because our body has flow of prana. The flow of prana decides the Idagala and Pingala. The flow of prana in our body decides the right and left. So don't confuse much. Very simple. Think of Shiva and Parvati. The right side is Shiva and left side is Parvati. So right side is the male part and left side is the female part. Everybody is having a male character with them and a female character within themselves. So if you start performing this prana mudra, you can have the balance of these both the characters within yourself. So now just start to perform this prana mudra. Just for 10 minutes we can see. Then we can see the effects of the prana mudra. Just for 10 minutes we can perform this prana mudra and see in both your hands in which hand it is very clear and which hand you can't perform. You just perform this mudra and then we can have an explanation. So what are the things the prana mudra helps us with? The prana mudra, as we see, the block in the prana in our whole body. Prana is the running energy within our body. Assume that it's a energy running like water. If the water is stagnant or the energy is stagnant in the place, that place you get some impurity stagnant. If the energy is stagnant for so many years in the same place itself, what will happen is, in the same place, if you have a stagnant energy, impurities will be caused, impurities will be produced, or contamination will be produced in that place, so that you will be getting any ailment in the place. Whether it may be a small boil, or it may be a severe pain, or it may be severe ailment in the place, everything is caused by the block of the prana in the place. Long-standing block of prana in a place creates a long-term disorder. So with this prana mudra, we can treat all the diseases from the top to bottom. So what are all the diseases which can be cured by pranic healing can also be cured by this excellent prana mudra. So by pranic healing, what are all the things you can cure? All type of ailments can be cured by pranic healing. Is there any pranic healer in our session? Pranic healer, any pranic healer or Reiki healers in our session? If there are any pranic healer, please raise your hands. Yes, Gurupreet. So many pranic healers. Level 3 Reiki, Suma, Ranjita Kapoor, Jayaprada, Sindhu Shankar, and Ipti Bhatia. So many pranic healers are in our session. Oh, Reiki Grandmaster. So this prana mudra is equivalent to a pranic healer. This prana mudra is equivalent to one pranic healer in your own hand. If you start performing this prana mudra after doing the apana mudra, if you start performing this prana mudra in your hand, I can surely say you are having a pranic healer in your own hand. At any time, any place, you can get healing. If you have a migraine headache, if you start doing prana mudra, the headache will vanish. If you will be having migraine headache for years and years together, for 15 years or 20 years, if you perform prana mudra very sincerely for just for 20 days to 40 days, 20 minutes twice daily in the empty stomach, if you start performing prana mudra, the headache you are having for 20 years together will vanish off. No, it is not curing temporarily. It is curing from the root cause. As we already saw, the block of prana in the place causes any disease or disorder in the place. So it is releasing the block for all types of pain from head to toe, all type of chronic ailments from head to toe. You can perform, if you perform very sincerely prana mudra for 48 days, sure shot, you will be getting rid of a major ailment in your body. Whether you may be knowing of the ailment or unknowingly, you will be having that ailment in your body. The prana will work only when the apana is clear. So when the apana is very clear, or when you have pushed out all the things which have to be pushed out from your body, pushed out outside the force towards the gravity, apana. So when you have completed your apana and when you are clear with your apana, prana mudra will work very excellently. So how you can do prana mudra and apana mudra as a combination is, particularly I want to say this prana mudra, if there is a block in prana in a place, it will be caused for years and years together. For years and years together, the prana will be blocked in a place and you will be getting an ailment in the place. So if you want to perform prana mudra very effectively, you have to perform prana mudra for 48 days at a single stretch. You don't break within this 48 days. If you start breaking, what will happen? When you start doing prana mudra, if you have a stagnant water in a place, if you are starting to push up water, if you are pushing pure water through the place, for 2 days you are pushing pure water, all the stagnation will be washed out mildly. And for 48 days you are pushing out pure water through the place, all the contamination or stagnant water will be washed out and everything will be clear. But if you stop intermittently, if you are doing prana mudra sincerely for 3 days and then you leave for 3 days, then doing for 3 days, then leaving for 3 days, it will not work effectively. So it will work. So not up to the mark. If you want to get rid of any chronic ailments, whatever it may be, any chronic ailments which you are having for years together, it may be a migraine headache, it may be a toothache which you are having for years, it may be a numbness in one side of one part of your body for years, it may be a power in your eyes will be very tired, or you may be having a infertility, PCOD, or the male can have a very low sperm count, anything. It may be a pain in the chest. So any block in the prana, it will be cleared by prana mudra, which must be followed continuously. Yes, sugar, diabetic, gastritis, everything, but it must be followed very continuously. Very rare people follow this prana mudra continuously for a stretch of 48 days. Very sincere and rare group follow the prana mudra sincerely, so that they are getting rid of your chronic ailment they are having in their body. The duration of apana mudra is 20 minutes to 40 minutes. For apana mudra, if you have much blockage, or if you are not having proper stools, and if you are not having proper menstrual cycle, you can perform this apana mudra to wash out or push out the downward force in your body. So in the night, you can perform apana mudra for 20 minutes to 40 minutes. 40 minutes for the persons who are not able to pass stools, constipation, piles, like that problem who are having. In the morning, you have to perform the prana mudra after passing stools, before food. Your body, your physique must be completely empty after passing stools, and before food, even without water, it will work very excellently. Prana mudra, if you have a habit of taking water in the early morning, just give a time of half an hour after taking water. You can perform this simple prana mudra. I can explain how you can do. Your thumb, your little finger, and your ring finger tips are touching together. Don't perform like this. Don't Google and search and perform prana mudra like this, or like this, or like this. It's not the method of performing prana mudra. The correct method of performing prana mudra is like this. So once again, we are touching all the tips of the fingers. The tip of the thumb with the tip of the little finger and ring finger must take an equal space in the tip of the thumb. So I am keeping all these three fingers together. All these three fingers, this thumb must give the equal space for this little finger and also the ring finger. Then I am extending these two fingers up. I am adjusting the finger so that it is taking an equal part. This ring finger is coming front, so I am making it in the correct position. So in both my hands, I am performing. It may change from in the single day itself, it may change from time to time. Sometimes your right energy will be high and sometimes your left energy will be high. Sometimes you will be easily able to perform the mudra in the right hand, and sometimes you can be easily able to perform the mudra in the left hand. And one thing I want to explain, what is the prana or energy? This pranic energy is high in children. So when our age increases, we are getting very lowered of the pranic energy. So only we seem to be aged. The reason for seeming to be aged is our prana is getting low and low. As age increases, our pranic load is decreasing. So if you start performing this prana mudra, it is a magical age reversal mudra. If you perform it excellently for 48 days, you will be seem to be 10 years younger. So it's not a mere word I am saying. We have experienced this mudra with many people, not only a single people, with a team of persons. And there are excellent testimonies regarding this Prana Mudra. I will explain you only one today. I think I have explained you in the past class. Nanda, have I explained the experience which I got with Prana Mudra? With the home in which nuns, yes, I have explained. Yes. Venkatraman sir, yes. So once again, a team of old age people performing Prana Mudra perfectly for a time period of 48 days, having excellent results. What is that result is? They all were bedridden after performing very sincerely Prana Mudra for 48 days. 40 days or 40 days? 40, somebody say 40 days is one mandala and 48 days is one mandala. Better 48 days. You can also even extend this for up to 3 months also. If a person is bedridden, you can ask them to do continuously for 3 months also. So they started walking, yes. And also my friend, I don't know what they having a ritual before delivery. They will be putting full of bangles in the nearby in the 8th or 9th month. In Tamil Nadu, we are having a habit of celebrating a ceremony before the pregnant lady is going to deliver the kid. She will be moving to her mother's house. At that time, they will be celebrating a ceremony. Simanta, yes. I don't know whether it is celebrated in the north. Correct, baby shower. So, my friend who is in the function, so she was very busy for she herself were doing all the activities in the for getting ready for the baby shower or Simantam function. So she was feeling a very low movement of the baby. Before that, the baby was moving good. The movement of the okay, I think I can have the names in our Telegram group also. God Barai. I don't know how to pronounce, and anybody in Hindi and also in Maharashtra, Dohale Jeevan. Okay. I want to know the different names of this in all the languages because it's a very important ritual. We can see that in any other discussions. Okay, when she was preparing for this baby shower function, what happened is for more than 3 days, the baby was not moving. It was the movement of the baby was getting reduced much. And in the 3rd day, the movement of the baby was completely, still. The movement was not, she can't feel the movement. She can't feel the movement. She got panic, and also she was able to feel a heaviness in her abdomen. So she was panicked. So she went to the hospital nearby. They are saying the baby was not live. So you have to immediately deliver the baby by any method, by surgery or by any method. We have to take the baby out so that because the baby is not live now. At the time she was calling and crying to me, is there any method? Can I do anything to make my baby live? For the past 1 day, I was careless. I was aware that the baby is not moving, but I think it will be normal in a day. So till that time, I was not aware what mudra I can make her do. But one thing I was thinking, this prana or the life force energy mudra, when we were seeing a pulsation in a patient, pregnant ladies, when you are seeing a pulsation or for pregnant ladies, most of the ladies tell me that they are giving a kick when you are touching my hand. So when the pranic energy from myself is going into the patient's body, the pranic energy is touching the baby and the baby is just giving a kick, or it is rolling or moving. So every time I hear this from my patients, so with that experience, I just asked her to do the prana mudra. So while doing prana mudra, she was able to sense a very small change. So once again, she came back home. She was telling, I will come and take all the things and come back with my family. Then she went home for more than 6 hours. She was keeping the prana mudra in her hand. At the end of the second hour, she was getting a first kick from her child. It was started rolling and moving. At the end of 6 hours, what happened is the baby started to move fully. She was explaining it was the process was very slow. Step by step, the baby was she was feeling a mild movement, then a very good movement, then a push and a kick, then a roll, and at end of 6 hours, it was completely normal. So no, I'm not saying you have to perform prana mudra for 6 hours. It may vary from person to person. The thing I want to explain you is this prana mudra, while performed, gives not only energy and life energy for yourself, it is even reaching your baby in the womb. It's reaching the baby in the womb. So that, see how intense this prana mudra is working. So the baby started to move, and once again she went for a checkup, and they said how this happened. It was the heart was completely the heartbeat was completely stopped, and maybe it may be stopped before 12 hours. For 12 hours, how it can survive, or after 12 hours, we are they were saying it's a medical miracle. We are astonishing how this happened. Then she had a normal delivery, and then the baby was normal. After a month, she had delivered the baby boy. She named the boy Pranav, so that he was born with the prana mudra. So the thing I am explaining this is how intense this prana mudra works in us. How intense this prana mudra passes energy to our whole body. No need of a pregnant lady to perform prana mudra when she is normal. When they are said that the heart rate of the baby is very low, they can perform prana mudra, or the weight of the baby is not proportion to the pregnancy week or pregnancy months, they can perform prana mudra. That happened just a month before. They were saying the heartbeat of the baby is not normal. In the 3rd month itself, they are saying the heartbeat is not normal, so please get aborted. They started doing prana mudra and the normal activities, and then in the 9th month, once again they were saying the heartbeat is not up to the mark, so you have to better think twice. Yeah, it is quite normal, but not fully normal. So she delivered baby just 3 days back. Nearing the time of delivery, the heartbeat become completely normal. Now the female baby she has delivered, she is completely normal with a complete normal heart rate, and all the medical parameters are normal. During menstruation, you can do prana mudra only if you if you are not interfered, or if you don't get any unpleasant things while doing prana mudra, or otherwise you can do prana mudra while menstruation, because when you are doing for a continuous 48 days, it gives excellent effect. But when menstruating, while doing prana mudra, if you get any uneasiness, a pricking sensation in the, most of the people are getting the pricking sensation, a pinpoint pricking sensation. The one person was explaining us on the starting of the class. When she was performing this prana mudra, she was getting a pricking sensation. The reason is vayu is high there. So if you are getting down your vayu completely and then doing prana mudra, you don't get any unpleasant effect like pricking sensations like this. So you can do prana mudra while menstruation. Yes, in autism kids, the prana mudra works very excellently. Most of our patients in abroad, they tie their kids' hands with the prana mudra. So they make them perform this mudra at least in the position, not in the perfect position, at least in this position. They used to tie a band around their fingers for autism kids. For autoimmune disorder, what is the root cause of the autoimmune disorder is the mind must be changed. So mind related mudras will work very excellently for autoimmune disorders. Completely mind related mudras like Pankaja mudra will help very excellently in the autoimmune disorder. All the autoimmune disorders, mind related mudras only work well. Not prana mudra works well for all. But regarding particularly this autoimmune disorder, mind related mudra, particularly Pankaja mudra works well. Okay. Then what are all the effects of this prana mudra is? Once again, top to bottom, all the effects. I can consolidate 1, 2, 3 from the top of your head to down. Anybody will be having a pain in the center of your head. They will be saying, I am having a pain here for years. So they can perform prana mudra. The pain will be getting reduced in 40 days time. And if anybody is having a facial palsy means one side of the face will be affected, and the side affected will have their tongue will be, the speech will be not clear, their eyes will be blurred in one side, and their facial shape will be abnormal in one side. For the facial palsy, you can perform prana mudra. And somebody were asking, I don't know, in the group, for trigeminal neuralgia, for all type of neuralgic pain. Neuralgia means pain caused by the nerves. All the type of pain that is caused by the nerves can be cured by this prana mudra. This trigeminal neuralgia is a very dreadful, painful disorder in which all the facial, pain will be traveling from here to all the places of the face and traveling all the parts like a branch like this. So the nerve will be like a branch from this place. The nerve will be branching to all your eye, nose, mouth, and throat. So the nerve will start here and branch out here. So the pain will start here and branch out in all the parts of the face. It's called trigeminal neuralgia. For trigeminal neuralgia, this prana mudra works very excellently. All the neural pain. And for removing your spectacles, you can challenge and remove your spectacles if you perform this prana mudra in a particular manner. And then paralytic patients. Prana mudra works very excellently for paralytic patients. One side paralytic attack. So ask them to do prana mudra in their hand as much as possible they can do. Because if they are having a paralytic attack in one side, they will be not able to perform mudra perfectly in that hand. So ask them to, as much as they can do do prana mudra. But they must be keep on trying to do the prana mudra so that so many persons, because in our college when we study, we are having more hemiplegia or paralytic patients in our inpatient ward. We have full of, more or less the ward fully will be filled with the paralytic or hemiplegia patients. So that in the Siddha field, these oils and the therapies and the marma therapy or varma therapy is working very excellent. So all the hemiplegia patients come to the Siddha wing. So I have experimented with more persons with the prana mudra. For the hemiplegia person or hemiplegia or what I can say, paralytic attack patients can do prana mudra. Yes, blood clotting in the brain. Yes, if you are not able to perform Apana Mudra, you can also do Prana Mudra. When the prana becomes high in your body, simultaneously the Apana will be washed out. The prana is getting very high in your body, simultaneously the Apana will be washed out. It will take some time. That's all. It will take some time. If you are able to do Apana Mudra very clearly, and then Prana Mudra will work in 48 days. And if you are not able to do Apana Mudra and then starting Prana Mudra directly, at least you have to do the Prana Mudra for a period of 2 months or 3 months. And sure Prana Mudra will keep you young. And regarding sciatic pain, Prana Mudra will also help. There are other ortho mudras which will help in each and every ortho conditions. But the sciatic pain, Prana Mudra will help because the pain is on one side extending from the back of your hip to the back side of your heel. Yes, migraine headache. Regarding migraine headache, this Prana Mudra will excellently help. And for yawning, frequent yawning, Prana Mudra will help. And Prana Mudra will help for the students who are doing night study. They become tired. They study in the night and they are getting up very tired in the morning. So while studying in the night, they can perform Prana Mudra. And in the morning, when they are going for exams or college or school, they will be fully energetic. So if you are also having a night duty or night working model, you can perform Prana Mudra, in which you will not be getting drained out of energy. Yes, Prana Mudra can be performed by patients who are after chemo and have got paralysis. Yes, vaccination does not interfere with this mudra. So you can perform this Prana Mudra. Rheumatoid persons can also perform Prana Mudra. No, Prana Mudra not for weight loss. It can reduce PCOD and indirectly it will help you for weight loss. Not directly for weight loss, but Prana Mudra when performed, you feel young, your extra muscles, your muscle in the side, in the pot. When the aged person, so what will happen is, what's the difference between older age and younger age? If you compare your photos from the younger age and the older age, what will be happening is here a new band of muscles will be formed. These muscles will be reduced by regular performing of Prana Mudra. Left-sided headache, right-sided headache. It should be, Prana Mudra must be done at least minimum 20 minutes. If you want to get the full effect, you can perform it up to 40 minutes. Operated for hernia, better avoid Apana Mudra, you can do Prana Mudra. Prana Mudra can be done by any age-old person, any age. If the 40 years age person is doing Prana Mudra, he will be very energetic as he is in his 20s. And if the 60 years aged person is very sincerely performing Prana Mudra, he will be very energetic as he is in his 40s. Lung and heart patients can perform Prana Mudra. Thyroid patients can perform. Diabetic patients can perform. Uneasiness in the heart, that we are going to see heart mudra separately. Prana Mudra can be done in any condition. For hyperpigmentation, will it help? Up to a limit, because hyperpigmentation Vayu Mudra helps much. For hyperpigmentation, Vadamaladi meni kedadu. Instead of this Vada, the skin will not be get hyperpigmented. So for hyperpigmentation, you can perform Vayu Mudra instead of Prana Mudra. Blood pressure and cholesterol, person who are having blood pressure and cholesterol can do Prana Mudra. For eyesight, it's a process. I will make a video for that and post in our group. Morning 20 minutes Prana and night 20 minutes Abana is okay. High BP patients can do Prana Mudra. Kidney stone persons can do Prana Mudra. The block in the part of the Anakada Chakra or heart level is the reason for high BP. And the level of the Manipura chakra is the reason for kidney problem. So to remove that block, they can do Prana Mudra. Dementia patients can perform Prana Mudra. Gastritis, anybody can perform. Everybody can perform. Cerebral palsy, CP, I think sir, you are most of the time when you are giving a short explanation, there is a very, very large set of disorders. Within doctors, we call it with other name, and with therapists, they will be having any short nickname. So CP in my term, we call cerebral palsy. I don't know which is what you are mentioning by CP. Yes, any hemorrhage having, they can do Prana Mudra. I can't understand what is Keno, K-E-N-O. Yes, Prana Mudra, whom should not do Prana Mudra is if you are getting a very bumped up energy and if you are not able to sleep in the night. If you perform Prana Mudra in the evening, there is no person whom must not perform Prana Mudra, but the time you should not do Prana Mudra is when you perform Prana Mudra in the evening for at least 40 minutes. Now its time is nearing 9. If I start doing Prana Mudra and I am doing all around 40 minutes up to 9:30, it is 8:50 now. Correctly for 40 minutes up to 9:30, if I am doing this Prana Mudra, my eyes, the tiredness in my eyes will go off. And after this 40 minutes, I will not get sleep in today night fully. So whom to avoid is the person who wants to sleep in the night, who doesn't want to get energy bumped up in the night. Please avoid doing Prana Mudra in the night. So as taking a cup of coffee or an energy drink in the night, somebody who take a cup of coffee in the night, you will not be getting a sleep at least for half an hour or 1 hour. Like that, if you start performing Prana Mudra in the night, you will not get sleep for 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours. So these are all the sessions we are seeing how you have to perform it, experimenting it practically. The order of doing mudras will be explained in the last session, 10th session. For kidney problem, high creatinine, tooth decay, yes, even toothache gets reduced by Prana Mudra. Yes, cerebral palsy can do Prana Mudra. And I think we can go for doubt sessions. Any doubt, you can clear me. Yes, the thing when the Prana Mudra can be done is, and how long is, and in what position. You can perform Prana Mudra in any position. You can even perform Prana Mudra while walking. So most of the time, when you have to make a complete utility of all the mudras, I used to say, perform Vayu Mudra all the daytime, in all the daytime. So before food, after food, you don't take care of that. You do Vayu Mudra all the daytime. Regarding this Prana Mudra, if you are in empty stomach or if you have taken water and you have left a time of 20 minutes after drinking a liquid diet, after a liquid diet, or 2 hours after a solid diet, or if you in the morning, if you are empty stomach walking, you can perform this Prana Mudra just hanging down your hands, not like this. Just hanging down your hands, you can walk with the Prana Mudra. Yes, Prana Mudra's PDF will be shared. Yes, thyroid, diabetes. Yes, all the ailments, not this or that. Burning feet can perform Prana Mudra. All the nervine disorders, trembling of the hands, or weakness in one part of your body, weakness in any part, insomnia. Prana Mudra causes insomnia. So if you don't get any sleep, you don't do Prana Mudra, you can do in the morning, you can do in the early morning, then you will be getting a very good sleep in the night. but don't perform prana mudra in the night time. In the daily routine, you can do prana mudra at any time in the empty stomach, better while morning walking or evening walking. Okay, I think we can go for the doubt session. Nanda, are you there? Nanda? Nanda? Okay. I don't know where is Nanda. Venkataramanan sir.
Yes, ma. Ma,
Sir,
while doing mudra,
hmm.
what should I do in the mind? Meditation, dhyanam, pranayam, eda panlama, or what should I do?
Sir, this is a very good question. Because while doing mudra, the mudra itself, how this mudra works? How this mudra works is the mudra itself acts over your breath. It acts over your breath and acts over your mind, and it's working in the way. So no need of thinking anything voluntarily. Just feel free. Just concentrate on your fingers so that you are keeping your fingers in the correct position. That's enough and more. You don't control your breath or control your mind or think anything in your mind. There are mind related mudras to achieve your goals. So for coming to that point, we can do particular type of mudras for that. So regarding this physical related mudras, no need of thinking anything. Better don't think anything, or better don't close your eyes. Better don't control your breath. Not better don't control. Strictly don't control your breath. And Rupali Kalon, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm back.
Good evening, ma'am.
Nanda, she's back, ma'am. Heavy rain in my place, so I was not able to connect with my laptop now.
Okay, okay.
Ma'am,
Nanda, I will just unmute and take them in the order which I am getting in my laptop. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Rupali Kalon.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. A very nice, interesting session today. I just, last time I'd asked you because I've got thyroid, and when I was doing the Vayu Mudra, I was feeling a little sleepy. Now, even you told me to do Pran Mudra, and I did Pran Mudra. While doing it also, my eyes were closing and feeling sleepy during that time. But afterwards, I'm feeling good. It's not, the level of energy is better. But during that time when I'm feeling low also, am I doing it, I'm still feeling more sleepy. Is it okay to feel sleepy then?
Yes. When you have a sleepy sensation in performing any type of mudra, that means that you have to get some mental peace, and you have to get settled down. You have to get a good sleep. That means that you have to get a good sleep, or you have to stabilize your mind still further. So you don't worry. You start performing.
I do it very early in the morning, 4 o'clock, 4:30, after, when it is very quiet, and I get up without an alarm to do it.
Yes.
That's not a problem. So, but I was just wondering why it is happening. A second question, ma'am. Apana Mudra can be done during menses?
No, Apana Mudra will increase your flow of menstruation. If you are having a very low menstrual flow, then you can do. Or otherwise, don't do Apana Mudra during your menstrual cycle, so that it will increase your menstrual flow.
Okay, it's
You're
normal
having a
flow. I have a normal flow, so.
Normal flow, no need to do.
Okay, ma'am. So that means that during that time you can stop it if you are.
Yes, you have to start Apana Mudra. You can do Prana Mudra if needed.
Okay, ma'am. And the last question is, Prana Mudra, if we do once a day in the morning, is it fine? Just once a day, or do we split it into 2 parts?
Once a day in the morning will be okay. That's enough and more. But if you split it into 2 parts, 20 minutes twice daily, it will also give so much of energy. But the thing which I want to convey to everybody is, if you want to do twice daily Prana Mudra, you select the time early morning and also in the evening, not towards night. Don't do that after 7 o'clock or in the night time. If you start doing the Prana Mudra in the night time, you will not get sleep in the night. So only better do in the morning, or the second time you want to do, you can do. It will give extra effect only. So in the evening you can do.
Just 40 minutes in the morning also, it is fine if I,
Yes,
according
yes,
to my schedule, if I want to do it.
yes, empty stomach in the early
Yes,
morning.
sir.
You are saying without light, 4 o'clock you are doing 40 minutes at a stretch will give you excellent results.
Okay. So we don't do any other mudra because I am low on energy otherwise.
Yes, you can alone do this mudra to gain your energy back.
And
You just-
Vayu Mudra?
And Vayu mudra also you can do.
I
You just
start with
don't-
Vayu Mudra 10 minutes and then,
Yes, yes, for 10 minutes you can do Vayu mudra and at a stretch 40 minutes. Don't break the mudra or interfere or break the mudra in between. If you keep the position in your hand like this, you must be keeping the position for 40 minutes as still.
so ma'am, but in one hand it slips a little. To adjust it again,
Which hand?
left hand it slips.
Okay, left hand it slips. It happens. Then after 1 week or 10 days, you will get it very correctly. And
Okay.
if the left hand it slips, okay. What you can understand what does it mean in your physical body.
Yes.
So you perform it in the left hand for more time.
Okay.
In the daytime, if you are doing any type of work, you can try in your left hand so that you are getting the mudra very perfect in the left hand very quickly.
But there's one more thing. Doing in the morning is little more difficult to set the mudra initially. While doing it in the evening, it's easier to form the mudra and do it. Is it because
Okay.
of the?
Yes, because of we are in a fully sedentary thing, then we are moving to our body. So you can just massage your fingers, or you can do this mudra is called like this. You can stretch your hands like this.
Okay.
So that your fingers will be getting energy. You can perform it easily.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It is called Ujjas Mudra. This mudra is called Ujjas Mudra. What we are doing in the morning when we get up. So you are keeping your hands like this and giving a push. It's called Ujjas Mudra. It is for the mudra for getting immediate energy in the morning. Even when you are tired, you will be performing this mudra. Everybody would have performed this type, this position. It's called Ujjas Mudra. You can perform this in the morning so that your fingers will be getting energized before doing mudra. And Kirti Agarwal, ma'am. Oh no, I think Pallavi Ramachandran, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm enjoying my sessions as usual. I would like to just tell about my period issues, which I had not got my periods for almost like 3.5 months now. But last week I did get, but a very scanty flow for the first 3 days. It was just a drop, and that too was a rusty. But I was performing Apana Mudra, ma'am. And like from past 1 week after my periods time, after the 3 days, the 4th 5th day, and it continues till date, I am having some good flow. But should I stop doing the Apana Mudra now, or how is it, ma'am?
That's regarding your physical condition. If
Okay.
you feel very light and comfortable, you can continue, because for 2 or 3 months you are not getting your periods. So if you are very
Yes.
comfortable and light, you can continue Apana Mudra till the time you want the flow of the periods. When you are getting a bit tired, please stop the Apana Mudra so that the periods will also be stopped. Then
Okay.
after a period of 5 days or 10 days, you can once again start performing Apana Mudra, so that you will be getting the next periods without missing your periods. And also Prana Mudra. The combination of Apana Mudra and Prana Mudra will give you a regular periods.
Okay, ma'am. And one more thing, ma'am, as you told, you just were telling to Rupali ma'am that you have to have the mudra continuously holding for the, whatever time you have asked us. But for me, after like 20 minutes, I cannot, my fingers get numb, and I can't just, then I have to just open it up, and then I hold the mudras once again. Is that fine?
It is fine, because 20 minutes itself is a full stretch. 20
Okay.
minutes itself is a full stretch. So that's enough.
Okay, but I do have issues. As you say, we have to keep the hands on our thighs, sit straight with a straight position. My arms kind of and my shoulders here near the neck. I feel that kind of a burning sensation there. I always want to share this, but I just keep to myself thinking that it will be fine. Though after doing the mudras, I might feel fine, but while doing the mudras, I kind of, yeah, it's kind of
Yes,
very
yes,
burning.
the thing is you are straining much while doing the mudras. Mudras is a very smart art. It's not a hard art.
Yeah.
So you can perform it in any position. Don't strain much. You
Okay.
just sit in the chair relaxed. Don't push yourself that you must do. You must sit in Vajrasana or Sukhasana or any type of asana. You just relaxedly sit in your chair or your bed. You just lean slightly. You can lean behind in your chair. You can keep your arms very relaxed in the chair. In the arms of the chair, you can keep your hands. So you can perform this mudra very smoothly like this. It's a very comfortable
Okay.
position. So don't
Okay.
strain much for performing mudra.
Sure. Ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
And Shabita Jakaria, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. While doing mudras, if one of our hand is not doing it correctly, if we remove the other hand's mudra to correct it, is it okay?
Okay, okay. You are in a just a training period only. So it's okay.
So does the effect goes off? That's what I'm asking.
Effect?
Does it goes off when we
Yes,
if we
yes,
take the fingers out?
absolutely. If you do it for at a stretch, it will give effect. But you are in a training period only, so don't worry.
Okay.
You start doing the mudra in this manner, and slow by slow you can perform it at a stretch. So, but
Okay.
don't strain much.
Okay, okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Akhilandeshwari, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Ma'am, this is regarding one of my personal question. Like after performing mudras from our class, so last 2 times I had my periods, and I see my cycle has changed from 28 days to 20 days or 22 days. Is that okay and acceptable, or should I look into it?
Ma'am, can I know your age and before if you are having like this periods was coming preponing periods?
Ma'am, I'm 39 years old.
Okay.
Before that, I used to have 28 days cycle, ma'am. I used to have 28 days. I had no
Okay.
problem. During my pregnancy and all, I had a little difference. But last 5-6 years, it was 28 days only. Now only I'm seeing this difference for the past 2 months.
It may be the effect due to the effect of the new thing. We are balancing all the 5 elements. We are doing Apana Mudra. It may be due to that effect. Please continue the mudras. If you have any inconvenience, much you can.
I'm having a severe body pain, ma'am, because I used to have back pain and neck pain and all, but it was somewhere manageable after taking some therapies. Now ailments get aggravated, and only after that only it will get
Okay.
subsided.
To get it balanced, you just perform Chin Mudra or Vayu Mudra. If you start performing Vayu Mudra or Chin Mudra, the elements will not be going high or low. It will be quite balanced condition.
Okay, could you please repeat it again? Like I should perform Chin Mudra and Vayu Mudra.
Or Vayu Mudra.
Okay,
Chin Mudra is enough. Chin Mudra is enough.
Chin Mudra, I'm facing very difficult, ma'am, because my thumb, if you could see me, this is how my fingers are coming.
Yes.
This is how I'm, this only up to this level. So I have to
twist.
Hold my finger.
It happens. Even after 10 years of training, Chin Mudra is tough to do because the hardest mudra we could perform is the Chin Mudra. So you can do it up to the level it's coming. It even works much.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Vaidehi, ma'am. Vaidehi Kulkarni, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Namaste.
Namaste, ma'am.
If one element element imbalances, will it affect the balance of other elements? If I say water elements has reduced in body, does this also affect earth element?
Yes, imbalance in one element will affect all the elements, not only one element. The element following that element will be affected, and the element precising it will be affected, and also in the long term duration, all the 5 elements may get affected. You regarding mudra, no need of thinking. So if you want to balance one thing, you just balance it. So by balancing, if just take example, I'm balancing water. So by balancing water itself, when my finger is coming like this, I will be trying to raise up this finger so that earth is also getting balanced. For some person, this finger will be not in a position, then they will be trying to keep this 2 fingers up. So don't think of that much. Regarding mudra, it's very easy. Even it can be performed by a small kid. No other knowledge is needed to perform. So according to your symptom, if you start performing, it will even eliminate the root cause. So don't think that which are the elements are affected, or what I have to do to clear all the other elements which are affected. Even by performing a single mudra, all the elements are getting balanced.
Oh.
So do mudra according to the symptom which you are having.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Ma'am. Satyabama, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. Today's session was really interesting. I enjoyed, ma'am. Every week you are getting new information from you, and it's quite exciting and amazing, ma'am. Really. And ma'am, I am 50-year-old. I got my menopause at 45 years.
Okay.
Now, for all these years, I was okay, ma'am. My energy level is okay. But nowadays, I have this upper back burning sensation,
Okay.
and little constipation also, ma'am. But I balance it with eating, with the diet. I balance it, ma'am. After doing this Apana Mudra and Vayu Mudra, I could see little improvement in my upper back burning sensation and pain, ma'am. So after with this Prana Mudra, now what and all should I do, and how long should I do, ma'am? Prana Mudra, Apana Vayu Mudra.
Just follow the mudras in the as it is in the course. Even it itself clears most of the ailments in your body. If you follow the course and the previous course, while following the mudra in this order, some people are getting conceived, some people are getting their energy back, some people are getting reversal of their diabetes. So many things are happening in the process of the course itself. So you start doing the prana mudra so that you can get your energy once again back.
So should I do this Prana Mudra, Vayu Mudra, and Apana Mudra, 3 mudras together, ma'am?
Better. As you're saying, you are very tired, you can do all these 3 mudras together.
Just Prana Mudra and Vayu Mudra is enough, ma'am? Just for 10 minutes, is it enough, ma'am?
No, not for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, it will not be enough. Already you are having some ailment and tiredness in your ailment in the back and tiredness. You have to perform 20 minutes Vayu Mudra and 20 minutes Apana Mudra in the night, and 20 minutes Prana Mudra in the day, not Vayu Mudra. Vayu Mudra, the daytime, when you are free, you can perform it in the daytime.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. And Nanda? Nanda, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Nanda, just you post the practical of this class in the group. The practical this week is 20 minutes Apana Mudra in the night, followed by 20 minutes Prana Mudra in the morning. Prana Mudra must be done after passing stools in the empty stomach for getting the full effect.
Yes, ma'am.
20 minutes Apana Mudra in the night and 20 minutes Prana Mudra in the morning after passing stools in empty stomach. You just type and post in the group.
Okay, ma'am. Sure.
Bulbul ma'am.
Ma'am, namaste. I am Bulbul from Odisha. Ma'am,
Ma'am, now we can hear you.
Okay, ma'am. Namaste, ma'am. I am from Odisha. Ma'am, can we take food just after doing mudra?
Yes, you can take food immediately after doing mudra.
Okay. And I want to share my experience of doing prana mudra now. When I do prana mudra, in my left hand it is okay, but in right hand I have pain in this area.
Yes.
In this area.
Yes, yes. And can I know your age?
40.
Okay.
And it passed through these 2 fingers. Then there is a congestion in my throat, and then heaviness in my chest, and it gradually clear, and heaviness in my head, and then it is clear, and then my left nostril is blocked. Then it is also clear, and the air is more than breathing is more than right side, and after that, in the center of the palm, some sensation is there in 2 palms, and it goes through the arm.
Ma'am, it happens. It happens all the channel. It happens, and it's a very clear testimony Bulbul ma'am from Odisha is giving us, because it is going to happen for all the persons who are doing sincerely prana mudra in this week. The pain may travel here, the pain may move there to the elbow joint, to the shoulder, to the neck, to the head, and some persons towards the teeth, and some persons towards the back. What are all the channels you are getting blocked? If you start doing prana mudra, it will clear the channel, and it's a process for healing. So the process which you are going through, if you have a pain in this place, you will be having any ailment regarding your uterus or ovaries. So yes, it will happen. It will happen. Somebody, they will be having pain in the, from this thumb and this side, and somebody will be having pain in the little finger side. So it may happen in any way. Your channel, which channel is blocked, regarding the block in the channel, the prana mudra will go and clear the block in the channels. So you will be experiencing what Rupali ma'am, Bulbul ma'am is experiencing now. You will be experiencing in the coming weeks.
Ma'am, one more question. I have caries in my tooth, and I do not want to remove it. Can it be reversed by mudra?
Yes, Linga mudra will get rid of your caries, and also this mudra is called, I think for somebody I have told this mudra. This mudra is called Mirihi mudra, or Deer mudra, or Man mudra. Man, it's in Tamil, Mirihi in Sanskrit, and Deer in English. You have to keep your fingertip in the place of the first line of these 2 fingers. First line of the middle finger and the ring finger. You must keep your fingertip, thumb finger, thumb tip. It's like a deer, no? So this is called Mirihi mudra or Deer mudra. If you start performing this mudra, your dental caries will not much disturb you, so that from before getting a pain, severe pain, you can start doing this mudra from today itself.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
For platelet counts, prana mudra will help. If you have too much pinching and numbness pain in the fingers after doing prana mudra, please perform vayu mudra and then prana mudra. Diti Laukani ma'am, if you have too much of pinching and tingling sensation while doing prana mudra, you first of all perform vayu mudra for 10 minutes to 20 minutes and then go to prana mudra. Yes, for platelet counts, prana mudra helps much in the dengue period. In the dengue period, in my city, so many persons were affected by dengue. It became a endemic city for dengue. So for the persons who were with the dengue fever, we tied their hands with the prana mudra. For platelet count, it will be normal by doing prana mudra. Seema Tavari ma'am, platelet count will be normal by doing prana mudra. Not only platelet count, in fever, this COVID fever, if you are getting a severe tiredness, and in the post-COVID conditions, severe tiredness, headache, throat pain, everything, particularly nerve debility, nerves, weakness in their nerves. So for that, you can do prana mudra. You can ask your patients to do prana mudra. Is it possible to do? So 10 sessions will not be enough for seeing the diabetes related mudras, ortho mudras and infertility, like that. That will be a separate sessions. So each and every ailment will be a separate session. Heart, BP and mind related mudras. There are so many mudras. So that will be a separate sessions. It will not, all the things cannot be dumped in the very short time. Carpal tunnel syndrome, you can do prana mudra. Blood thinner tablets can be replaced by prana mudra. No, blood thinner tablets can be replaced by apana vayu mudra or mrityunjaya mudra or heart mudra. After surgery, you can do hysterectomy, you can do prana mudra. Even after hospitalization, after surgery, if you are bedridden, if you want to get cured very soon, if you want to get well soon, you can do prana mudra at any condition. After surgery, it helps well. After fever, it helps well. Serum bilirubin, jaundice, it's a subject out of that liver. You have to, for edema, you can do prana mudra. Hot flush, menopausal period, hot flush, prana mudra you can do. Varicose veins, rudra mudra will help more than the prana mudra, but prana mudra will also help. Lying down, yes. Prana mudra can be done in the lying down position, even in the walking position, standing position, sitting position, any position you can do. Lying down position, you can do prana mudra. Not for all the mudras. Most of the mudra you can do in the lying down position. Prana mudra you can do in the lying down position. Can we perform mudra while walking? Venkatramanan sir, only this prana mudra while walking. For reducing platelets, you have to balance the prithvi so that you will get a balance over the platelets count. And BK Maya ma'am. Maya ma'am.
Hello. Hello. My voice
Maya
is
ma'am. We can hear.
okay. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
I have very low energy, always sleeping, feeling sleepy. All the day I am lethargic. This mudra is very good for me. Is this mudra is very, how much time I should do it?
The same. If you are having a very low energy, you go for 40 minutes. Start with 20 minutes and increase for 40 minutes.
Continuously or in
yes. If you do continuously, you will be getting the full effect. You can break after 20 minutes.
Okay, I can do it while walking morning.
Yes, you can do while walking, but please check whether you are in an empty stomach. That will be very effective. You can take a glass of water, then you can do prana mudra while walking.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. And one person was asking whether you can do prana mudra for a person in the deathbed and for his suffering for a survival. Just a minute. Offside headache for 20 years. Yes. Constipation also. Apana mudra and prana mudra. Not all the mudras can be taught in this session. Depression. For depression, you can perform prana mudra because it increases your energy level. So somebody was asking whether prana mudra can be done in conditions who are in bedridden or deathbed to get to be very peaceful. So if you ask them to start doing Prana Mudra, they will be getting revived and reformed once again. So please think of that also. For somebody in last minute's deathbed, can this be used to help reduce suffering or revival? It will definitely help you for revival, not for helping to reduce suffering, because if you do Prana Mudra, the pain will be somewhat aggravated, because the body wants to revive yourself. So the pain will travel and getting aggravated and moving here and there. Not only pain, any energy flow may be from any part of the body to from any part of the body. So they will not be getting good sleep. They will be getting their energy back. If you are very concerned and think that they are not nearing death, you can ask them to do Prana Mudra. It will definitely help revival, but not reduce suffering. For reducing suffering for the persons who are in the deathbed, you can ask them to perform this Chin Mudra, or you can make them tie this fingers, 2 fingers, their 2 fingers by a gauze or by a plaster, so that they are doing Chin Mudra. They will be getting some peace of mind. Okay. Hema ma'am. Hema ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Hema from Salem. Going through rheumatoid arthritis and dryness syndrome. You advised me to do Pankaja Mudra and Sankalpa Mudra. So now should I do Prana Mudra?
Ma'am, how is your condition?
Actually, I'm having throat pain for the. Ma'am, I got periods again within 20 days, and from yesterday, I'm going through heavy periods. I'm actually unable to contact you, and I was suffering. And
Ma'am, just
I messaged to
heavy
Yalini ma'am
periods, you just
also.
do Surya
And
Mudra.
also,
I think I have replied you in the personal chat.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, please do Surya Mudra
actually,
to
ma'am,
stop the heavy.
my fingers are. I'm unable to do Sunya Mudra, ma'am. My fingers got swelling.
Okay,
so,
okay.
like, I'm
If
unable to
you
do
are unable to perform Surya Mudra, you just perform Akasha Mudra.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. I will do.
That will give you a relief.
And also, I'm okay, ma'am. I'm having throat pain for the past 4 months continuously, ma'am. I don't know the reason. And also, like, only after performing this mudra, like from day 1, I'm getting vaginal burning, urinary burning, and anus burning. And before that, for 2 months, I was okay with Oridal Tamarai Podi. But from day 1, very first day from starting mudras, but I'm feeling the difference with the pain. The pain is reducing, but this burning sensation increased from day 1 to till now. I'm suffering from those burning sensations. I don't know the reason, ma'am.
Ma'am, the reason is, first of all, you are performing Kubera Mudra, right?
And first day I performed Kubera Mudra, ma'am, and within 2 days I stopped it.
Yes, you are having throat pain, and I will tell you another mudra called Pranavyana Mudra. Just note my fingers.
Okay.
Okay. It's opposite to that of Kubera Mudra. You just roll both your fingers as much as possible. You can do. Don't strain much. You roll your index and middle finger towards the palm as much as possible. You can do, and then these 3 fingers together. Little finger, middle finger, and thumb together. Sorry, little finger, ring finger, and thumb together. So if you perform this mudra, your throat pain will also be getting reduced, and also the burning sensation will also be getting reduced. So try and give me the feedback, ma'am.
Okay,
and Neelam, ma'am. Neelam Upadhyaya, ma'am.
Yeah. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Thank you for everything. Thanks for the knowledge. Ma'am, from the very beginning, I'm 39. My age is 39. From the very beginning, every time I got heavy bleeding. After performing Abhan Mudra at night, it reduces to normal. And I wonder why
Ma'am,
it
your
happened?
voice is breaking.
Is it
Your voice is
normal?
breaking. Neelam ma'am, your voice is breaking. After performing Abana Mudra, up to that I could hear.
Okay. After Abana Mudra at night, and after 2 days after Abana Mudra, it reduces.
Neelam ma'am, better post in the group so that we are not able to hear your voice clearly. Better post your doubt in the group. Neelam ma'am, please post your doubt in the group. Sajita ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening.
Ma'am, today I'm having very severe throat pain. I can't swallow. The pain is till the ear, and from there till the neck side completely. One side
Ma'am,
it is on the
ma'am,
right side.
which side ear and the neck you are having pain?
Right side, ma'am.
Right side. Ma'am, keep your right finger, right thumb up. Then clutch your left hands, index and thumb, and then clutch or interlock all your fingers with your right thumb up. Keep the hand airtight so that no air is entering into your palm. Please keep this mudra for at least 10 to 20 minutes continuously. After 20 minutes, you give the feedback in the group. If the pain is getting reduced to some extent, you can even perform it for 40 minutes. So you do that and please info and give the feedback in the group so that I can also give you another mudra for the throat after your ear and all the pain that are spreading from your throat is getting reduced.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. And Shubha Joshi ma'am, I think we can close the session with you. Shubha Joshi ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm 50-year-old and this time after performing Apana Mudra, I had early menses and it was heavy flow also. So I put question in the group and somebody told that I should not do Apana Mudra during periods. I'm unaware of this fact. So I stopped doing it. And my question is, can I do it now?
No. You are just only you have get reversed of this heavy period. So don't do Apana Mudra once again. You can do this Prana Mudra twice, morning in the both in the morning and in the night.
Okay, twice. And my question is, I had a personal consultation also with you, and I'm having seronegative arthritis, and someone from your group suggested me Sandhi Mudra and Earth Mudra, Prithvi Mudra, these two mudras.
Better Dr. Yalini will call you and tell the order of mudras and what mudra you have to perform for you specially. So better perform the mudras in that order.
Okay, because I want to actually perform this Prana Mudra.
Yes, you can perform this Prana Mudra. You can 100% perform this Prana Mudra continuously. So it will be washing out all the ailments. So you can start performing Prana Mudra twice daily, 20 minutes from today itself.
Okay, and also Sandhi Mudra and Earth Mudra, or should I do it after the course, the full course is over?
After the course is over, you can start this Sandhi Mudra and also other mudras. Now you can do Prana Mudra. It clears the problem from the root, but you have to wait. But you have to wait for some time. So you can start doing Prana Mudra from today.
Okay, because I want to go according to the syllabus. Want to see
that will be better.
Okay.
That will be very better. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all. I think let us close the session.
Okay, ma'am. I've posted the week's schedule in our group and I've also pinned the message. And after one day, we will be posting the recording of the session and I'll also pin the same message to the members. So thank you all.
Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.